That's our first thought sometimes. But surprisingly, my mom was very positive about it, and she had already looked at, ways in which she was going to cure herself, and she immediately told us that she had the early stages and that there was hope, and that it did not mean that she was going to die.
Priya, with the teal, what would you... Something closest to the teal one.
I think this one over here. So she broke the news to us after my June exams were over. Under all the personal stress that she was going through, she still went all out and made sure that I had a beautiful before party and that I went off to my matric ball nicely. And she knew that exactly 1 week later she was going to have this operation.
I was more worried, actually, about my daughter's matric dance. Giving her beautiful matric dance. I wasn't worried at that time about my surgery. I thought when the time comes, that will happen.
All I know is that it was her selfless nature that made her carry on and make the night very special for me, even though she was going through her own stress. I think this goes the best out of all of them.
Priya was very, very shocked. All she asked me was, she said was, Ma, how are you going to cope with your breast being removed? How are you going to be okay?
It's a big step. It's removing a part of yourself, and that I felt really sorry for her. I felt sorry about the fact that she had to do that, but I know that that was the only way she could see herself surviving.
From the time of my diagnosis, I just wanted this cancer out of my body. I just wanted everything pertaining to the cancer, the tissue, I just wanted it out. I told the surgeon, I said, I want every piece removed. Every piece removed.
Your femininity, your womanness.
Lisa, when you get diagnosed with breast cancer and you've got 2 young daughters, you don't think of femininity. That goes out the window. You think of your family. You think of your girls. You think of your husband. I didn't at one stage think of how am I going to cope without it. I thought to myself, that's not important. Living is important.
In her mid-40s, Madhuri Chavda was diagnosed with breast cancer and given various options of how to respond. She chose the most radical preventative step, a bilateral or double mastectomy. She was determined to do everything that she could to remain alive for her daughters and husband Dinesh.
Yes. How long has it been since you were diagnosed with cancer?
This year, May, will be 8 years that I'm in remission. I know.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I know you used to come home to do my hair. But you remember you did my hair the day before I went to hospital?
Yes,
to have the op? I remember clearly I had my hair done, I had my nails done. I just teased my husband. I said, in case I don't come out alive, at least my nails and hair look nice. I'll lie in there and I'll look pretty. 24th of June, 2005. I got up that morning of the operation. I did my morning prayer. And I went up to Dinesh and I said, I can't go through this. I don't know what happened to me. And I said, I can't go through this op.
Down the passage into the front room and just bursts out crying. And tells me, I can't go through with this. I think in reality it's a setting as to what's going to happen to her. And she cried and cried and cried. And all I could do was reassure her.
I was scared. What if I died during the operation, and how would my girls feel? And I remember clearly my husband just holding my hand and kissing me and telling me, good luck, you can do it. I know you can do it. And then the next morning I woke up, in the evening I woke up and my family was standing by my bedside and I survived it. I remember standing in the shower and I slowly, with the water on my body, slowly pulled off the bandage and I looked down and I thought, oh my God, is this it? When I saw the scars and I thought, thank God I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive.
With Dinesh and her daughters at her side, Madhuri's recovery progressed well. But something nagged at her. The lack of openness in her community about cancer. She wanted to share her story and help break the silence.
After my surgery, I decided that I would like to give back to the community by educating them on cancer. So every year, like on the anniversary of my op, I would have this big cancer awareness talks where I'll invite the Indian community, not necessarily Indian, but the community, and whereby I'd have arranged through Gatesville Medical Centre, I would have free pap smears done for women. I would have blood tests done for men to test their prostate cancer, everything related to cancer. And my personal opinion is, I felt by speaking about the cancer, Lisa, I healed quicker.
Madhuri had chosen the most extreme preventative response to her breast cancer, one that significantly reduces the risk of it returning. And it is in her spiritual space that she begins to understand it all. The importance of educating around early detection and the health of future generations, of using her own story as an example of what's possible when cancer crosses our path.
Unfortunately, in every community, especially in the Indian community, people don't talk about cancer. They keep it very much to themselves. It's like the big C. You can't talk about the big C. And I was just the opposite. I felt, how do you expect to heal? How do you expect to educate the community if you don't talk about it?
She's doing a lot of talks. I think she's the first person, or one of the first in the community who's speaking about cancer.
I think she's one of the first Hindu ladies to talk about breast cancer, okay, to make people aware of breast cancer in the community.
When you're diagnosed with cancer, people regard it as cancer, chemo, and death. When you're diagnosed with cancer, the first thing a person will say is, oh my God, I'm going to die. If diagnosed earlier, and if you choose whatever surgery you'd like to choose, you can live. You can live.
It's a precautionary measure for every single one of us. And because she went through this procedure, it has made such an effect on us, caused such an effect on us that there is a possibility that we could be going through the exact same procedure, and all we have to do is just look after ourselves.
Eight years after her diagnosis, Madhuri Chavda is cancer-free. She's living an active and contributive life as the wife, mother, and community member she's always wanted to be.
And relax. Well done. Good stuff.
She's an example of a person who doesn't view herself as a victim, but as a survivor. And that's what I really like about her story.
She wants to see her daughters get married. Okay, she wants to be with me for a longer period of time. I think that was a leap of faith, just to be around us and live life to the fullest and enjoy life on a day-to-day basis.
When I sit with my family, then I tell myself, well done on your decision to live. And I'm very grateful that I did this thing. I thank the man above for giving me the strength to make this big decision in my life, to prolong my life, to be with my family, with my mom and my daughters and my husband. I thank the man above.
Ah.